see it.
Hello! Welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, hello, my name is Carla. If you haven't subscribed yet to my channel, please do so. I would definitely appreciate that. Also, don't forget to click the notification bell so you get notificated. I'm done. And let me just say that one more time. If you have not clicked on the notification bell, please do so you get notified every time I post a new video. So today we're gonna talk about books. Nope, definitely not talking about books today. Let me just tell you guys the story of why I didn't get to post last week while I'm sketching. Well, first let me tell you the backstory. So I have this couple friends that are very dear to my heart, and were scheduled to get married this year. Unfortunately, they had to cancel their wedding altogether because of COVID, which is obviously very sad. And although they ended up getting married anyway, just the two of them at the city hall, I just feel like they deserve better, you know. And they didn't really get to have a prenup shoot either. And guess what? We were already planning to go to Sequoia for 4 days for Thanksgiving weekend, and we were gonna be staying at this house right next to a river. I mean, it's gorgeous. It's literally the most perfect place to do a shoot. So there, I texted them Wednesday morning in the middle of my editing, and luckily they responded right away saying they'd be down, and I dropped everything that I was doing and got inspired to make an entirely new dress for the bride-to-be. Not gonna lie though, I was also challenged to make a dress in a day since it's been a while since I did that. So yeah. And that brings us to today's video, where I'll be showing you how I make this bell-sleeved wedding dress in a day with whatever fabrics I have at home. Alright guys, so I found this lace. It's a corded lace. I think I may have enough for her. Luckily, she's literally my size. I also have her measurements because I did make her wedding dress. I'm gonna use the same exact measurements, obviously. And yes, again, she's also my size, so I can like try it on for her or like fit it for her. So again, I can start. I have about, I don't even know. Hey Google, what time is it?
10:28 a.m.
10:28. I have time. All right, let's start. First, I had to remeasure the fabric just to make sure I have enough to make an entire dress. And then I just stare at the fabric for about 5 to 10 minutes because I was realizing at this moment that I may not have enough, and I refused to walk to the fashion district just to buy fabric. Alright, so let's talk patterns. So these are what I found. I got a mermaid dress block, a sheath dress pattern front and back, which I made to my friend's measurements when I made her wedding dress, and a bell sleeve because I can't find my basic sleeve block. And because I'm short on time, I'm literally going to modify and trace the pattern onto the fabric as I go, exactly as you see it on the screen. So the front dress, for example, I'll be tracing the sheath dress pattern as is and modify the neck into a boat neck and trace the bottom part of the mermaid dress block for the flare as highlighted. And the same goes for the back dress. I just traced the sheath dress pattern as is, except for the neck, modified it into a deep V, and then traced the flare part of the mermaid dress block and extend the center back for a longer train. And then for the bell sleeve, I'm only tracing the cap part of the sleeve down to the bicep. As for the bottom half of the sleeve, which is the flared part, I just go ahead and cut 2 half circles as pictured. I apologize for the sloppy drawing. I'm not even gonna make a pattern for this. I'm just gonna cut as I go. And luckily for me, I also found a white knit fabric that I can use as lining. So that's what I'm gonna do first. cut out the lining pieces and then use those pieces as my pattern to cut the self fabric. You're gonna see me pin along the edges of my lining pieces because the fabric kind of sucks, but I have to do that to prevent the fabric from rolling. And because I'm modifying the necklines to a bateau neck in the front and a deep V in the back, I just make sure that I match them up before I cut the back. And before I cut the side back hem, I make sure that I bring in my front piece again, just to make sure that they match up before cutting. And then I just go ahead and shape it and blend it back to the center back hem. Now onto the self. Woohoo! Almost there! Hi! Okay, so now I'm just gonna pin the self to the lining. I mean, the front piece. Self to the front piece lining, so I can sew it as one, at least up until where the flare starts. Pin all the way here, except for here. Cool. The self is a little bit bigger than the lining. It should be, because the lining is actually really stretchy compared to the self. So to compensate and for the lining not to bunch up underneath, I made it an inch smaller. That should be enough, I hope. Yeah, it should be good. So again, I'm sewing from the bottom of the armhole, both sides, all the way to where the flare starts. So this is our center back. So what I'm doing here is pinning the lining with the self together in the first 8 inches from the waist down, and then from that 8 inches down to where the flare starts, I'm basically pinning them together because I'm going to sew this part as one. So it'll be like 4 layers here to here till the flare starts, and when I get to the flare, it'll be 2 separate things again. So it'll be lining to lining and then self to self. So when she puts it on, the lining is not necessarily attached to the self. Cool. After sewing the 2 pieces in the center back, I then started pinning together the rest of it, except for the start of the flare to the hem, like I did to the front dress. After I stay stitch all the pieces, I then proceed to joining the front and the back, right sides together at the shoulders and the side seams down to where the flare starts, and then again sewing the lining together separate from the self, from the flare down to the hem. Now moving on to the sleeve, remember I'm only tracing the upper part of it as pictured. Now moving on to the belt part of the sleeve. First I double fold whatever's left of my fabric, and then vertically fold the upper sleeve in half, and then placing it at an angle in the corner of my fold like so. And because I want the belt to have a cascading effect, I'm keeping the front part of the sleeve to our standard sleeve measurement, and then utilizing the entire width of the fabric as the height of the inner seam of the sleeve. I then proceed by cutting a crescent shape at the corner where my sleeve was, and then cutting the longer side of the sleeve, which will then be my sleeve seam. I then pin that inner half circle onto the bicep part of my upper sleeve right sides together. After joining them at the bicep, I then fold it in half vertically right sides together so I can sew the seam of the sleeve. Before setting my sleeves, I make sure I base stitch along the cap of both sleeves and lightly gathering it just enough to squeeze that sleeve cap ease into the armhole without creating any wrinkles, gathers, or unintended tucks. Now I can set the sleeves. And as much as I want to add a second layer of lining, unfortunately I don't have enough fabric to do that. I'm just gonna have to deal with the raw edges hanging out. But as for my neckline, I'm gonna go ahead and use an elastic binding, which I thankfully have, because this is literally my only solution now to keep my necklines clean and crisp. So after sandwiching the raw edges of the neckline using the stretch binding, I'm gonna go ahead and fold it over once and then top stitch over it so you can't see the binding. Also forgot to mention that after I tried it on for the first time, I didn't like the neck, so I basically modified the lining part and made it into a deep V as well. And since I'm pretty happy with the fit, I then go ahead and finish the hem with a body roll. I mean, double roll. And maybe a body roll too. Ta-da! Now I can pack for the trip! Yo, love wins! Woo! We're in paradise! Yes! Allah! Best content ever.